What's up, YouTube? So this is gonna be a part two of the video I made earlier. Now, I did left part one in the description down below, or check the comment sections. I send a link to this same video topic, but part one. So make sure you watch this, because if you're gonna watch this video, which is part two, it's not gonna make any sense. You're not gonna understand it, and it's going to be all over the place. But let's get started. So again, a quick overview for part one. I was talking about if I was a human, if I had a chance to reincarnate or to start over or to experience becoming a human, experience living, going back to Earth, going back to this world and experiencing all that shit over again with a different timeline. The reason why I would decline that offer, I'd rather not reincarnate back here is because one, of course, money controls us. Two, there's always conflict in this world no matter what goes on. There's wars, there's battles. We don't know the right answers or proper solutions to make this world balanced. And again, the money system. The money controls us. The money system is very imbalanced. And not only that, but like the human body itself, it's so fragile. Like the human body, you always gotta take care of it. You always gotta watch over it. And like the human body naturally ages and then like you need help, and then your body becomes so fragile, so people are forced to take care of you. You can't do a lot of shit on your own when you get older, so the human experience is very painful. But not only that, but again, it involves money. Like you got to pay for everything. You got to pay for a house, you got to pay for a phone bill, you got to pay for a water bill, all this and that, right? Everything is just so backwards and corrupt. You have a lot of people experiencing trauma these days. There's a lot of mass school shootings these days, so like everything is just chaotic, right? We have a huge imbalance when it comes to this world, right? I don't have the answers or solutions to fix these, but I'm basically what I'm doing, I'm just pointing out today's problems or problems that's been going on, you know what I'm saying? And again, I don't have solutions, but I'm just pointing out what's going on, and everyone knows, so it's not new or anything. I'm just using my own creativity or my own opinions about these situations and shit. Also, no matter what, time always seems to be speeding up. So it's crazy how no matter what, time always speeds up. Like each and every day, time is going by faster. The days are speeding up. Some people are telling me, and there've been reports and videos of people that are talking about time speeding up. They are experiencing the same thing. It's a phenomenon, but like everyone is experiencing the same shit. Everyone, they're starting to realize that each and every day passes, time is always speeding up, and it's a very crazy thing that's going on. And I feel like as time continues to speed up, um, I feel like it's going to cause a lot of chaos, a lot of conflict, and a lot of bad situations regarding to our society and to this world. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but if if the days could or this time continues to speed up, everything is going to become more stressful. Yes, it depends how you look at it. Be a good thing. Some people say it's easier for you to manifest situations. Some people it's easier for you. Some people say it's easier for you to use the law of attraction. Let's say if you hate your job, as time goes by fast, that means you could tolerate less and you can look forward to your days off. But another thing, part about it is that like the weekends also go by fast too. So if you hate your job, you can't even enjoy your weekends as much. Especially if you have a family, it's hard to spend time with your family because time always speeds up. You know what I'm saying? So it depends how you look at it, but it is a phenomenon where like time does seem to be speeding up. It's been going on since 2017. I think since 2018, that's when time seems to be speeding up. But that's what I'm trying to get at. Like I will never reincarnate back here because again, there's so much conflict. Again, this is where you get your soul contracts, your karmic connections, your predestined events. Me personally, I personally believe that before you have this human experience, I personally believe you sign or different beings or different or God or the universe or the creator, they'll give you certain soul contracts or predestined life events or situations to where you got to experience before you come down here. This is why some people go through more bullshit. Because in my opinion, it could be either you have a lot of karmic debt for yourself, or you done something bad in the past life and now you got to pay in this lifetime, or you're put in that situation because you're strong enough to overcome these situations and to break these generational curses. No, I didn't make all this up on my own. I got these from other people. I got these from other very well talented, gifted spiritual channels, and I also got this from the conscious community and the spiritual community. So, and what I did is I resonate with it. I personally believe that also, but I'll use my own wording or I'll use my own conclusions about these types of situations. Pretty much, you don't have to believe what I got to believe. Don't take this video to heart or personal. This is how I view things. It's just a YouTube video, so don't take it seriously. I'm just speaking my mind in a way, pretty much. And don't hesitate to comment down below your opinions and your thoughts about life situations, world situations, why we're here, this and that, right? But yeah, but as I was getting, I feel like I started to notice a crazy phenomenon where like time always seems to be speeding up. Again, I've been noticing this shit since 2018. According to spiritual channels, according to other people, they're saying that like the reason why time is speeding up is so because we're all like as the days go by, each and every person, each and every human being, they're becoming more self-aware. They're becoming more aware of the corruption that's taking place in today's society. They're becoming more aware of the shit that's going on in our world, right? People are becoming more aware of that shit. So, and not only that, but people are having their spiritual awakenings. This is based on what I learned. I didn't make this up, and I personally believe what the other people are saying, right? So people are having their spiritual awakenings. They're becoming more self-aware. They're becoming more enlightened. People are healing themselves more. People are becoming more aware of the corruption of the toxic families they're dealing with, of narcissism, of toxic relationships, all this shit in general, right? People are becoming closer to God, and this is why time seems to be speeding up because supposedly time is an illusion, right? So since time's an illusion, automatically time is going to speed up. But still, I still don't know why. This is based on what I've learned so far from other people, and I'm just pretty much putting it all together. But some people say, to be honest, I don't know, man. Some people are saying like demonic entities are making time go by faster. Some people are saying archons are making time go by faster. Who the fuck knows, man? People may say we're just getting older and we gotta pay for bills, this and that. Me personally, I personally disagree. Yes, it is kind of true in a way because since we're getting older, we have more responsibilities, we got more things to focus on. So yeah, of course, naturally, time's gonna feel faster. But I feel like that's not the main issue or the main thing that's going on. I feel like there's more, but we just don't have answers to it. I feel like the universe, I feel like God is kind of speeding up time. I don't know why God is doing this. I don't know why the universe is speeding up time like that. I personally don't know why. So we just gonna have to figure it out on our own, or at least as time we'll figure it out as time goes by. But like it's gonna be crazy as time speeds up. God knows how this world's gonna become. I wonder if it's gonna become more stressful. It's gonna be more insane. You know. But yeah, but one of the reasons why I don't want to come back here because again, there's always conflict, there's always bullshit going on. If you notice, no matter what, you're always gonna have some type of problem. So let's say you overcome a certain situation, then there's more bullshit going on. But it's the nature of this matrix. It's the nature of this society. Just the fact that we have to work a full-time job and we're not getting paid enough. If we don't work, that means we don't survive. We don't eat. We don't pay. And that means we don't survive pretty much. We become homeless, become broke, and we're forced to live on the streets if we don't work. And I understand you can inherit your family's wealth, your family can help you with this and that, but what if your family's also struggling? You know what I'm saying? See how money kind of dictates whether how good you live a life. People say money doesn't buy happiness, but money definitely does help you to pursue happiness. You know, if you have money and access to all these resources, you have access to therapy, to mental health. Can't you believe that you got to pay for therapy? You got to depending how old you are, you got to pay for therapy. You got to pay for medical help. You got to pay for everything. Everything involves currency and money. And that's the fucking problem. Again, I don't have answers to make this world a better place or answers to make this money system balanced and fair to where everyone doesn't have to suffer and get overworked and overexhausted. But at the same time, it gets ridiculous how like we have to overwork and we're not getting paid the right amounts of money. I don't this again, I don't have a problem with the money system. I could care less about it. But the thing I have a problem with, make the money system fair. There's no excuse or reasons why people they're not getting paid the money they deserve to pay. Especially they're working all these hours, they're busting their asses off, and they're sacrificing all this time and effort. You know why is that? You know, money it determines where you want to travel, who you want to meet, the types of people you want to surround yourself with, this and that. Because like money, it kind of does control your life. Like it's crazy when you think about it. Because when you're a baby, you're born to a situation, and I'm assuming most likely because what takes up most of the population is the middle class. You have few people that are rich, few people that are poor. Well, mostly people are middle class. Well, at least in America. I'm not talking about third world countries, this and that. I will get to that in later topics. But usually people middle class, like when you're born as a baby, you're pretty much put into that situation. Yes, you could join other careers that will help you expand your horizons, like the military. It'll help you travel around the world, this and that, or like if you start your own business. But like it takes time though. But that's the thing. Even military, you still limited. You can't travel whenever you want, wherever you can't do that like that. You can't. Um, like, and when you start your own business, yes, you're pursuing your passions. Yes, you enjoy doing it, but it takes time to build up that wealth. It takes time to buy a car. It takes time to buy a house. It takes time to do all this and that. It takes time to have basic fucking human shelter, which should be free. Human shelter, food, water, clothing, basic shit should all be free. Why the fuck do we have to pay for it? It makes no sense. I don't know how we even end up in this timeline in the first place. I'm not saying it's bad or evil, but I'm just saying there's a huge imbalance when it comes to the money system. People shouldn't have it, like people, especially with families, they shouldn't have to worry about like if they don't show up to work, then their family's not gonna survive, or they shouldn't have to worry like money controlling them in some way. Like just an example I used in part one. What happens if the C word 1 9 hits back in 2020? You see how everyone panicked, everyone freaked out, everyone lost their jobs, everyone was unemployed, and a lot of people went homeless. Well, some people went homeless, but like, you see how much money really controls you? It's insane, man. Money really shouldn't define your value or your existence, but it does, at least in this human experience. That's the reason why I would never want to reincarnate because it's so risky. There's a lot of bullshit that takes place. You can't really enjoy your life. If anything, you're kind of wasting your life because everything you do is based on money. I'm not saying you can live an abundant, happy life. You can and still pursue money at the same time. Again, I don't have a problem with money. I'm just having a problem with corrupt people controlling the money. That's what I have, or the corrupt system controlling the money. That's what I'm trying to refer to. Either way, if you live in this town, like you're pretty much wasting your life regardless, because more than likely we're all working at jobs we don't want to be in, or rather not want to be in. We're surrounded by people we don't want to be around with. And we're sacrificing our sleep, we're sacrificing our time, this and that. It's bullshit. Yes, these jobs keeps us busy and occupied, but like at the same time, if we didn't have these jobs, we have different advanced fucking robotics or electronics or advanced systems where they work these jobs for us. We'll have more time to spend time with our families, spend time with our friends. We'll have a more better human experience. We'll have more fun having the human experience. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you get to travel around the world. You get to meet new people. You get to like get to know more about yourself. You could discover and event a lot of crazy things, in a good way, But in this society we're living in, this timeline we're living in, it doesn't allow us to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how shit is. I don't understand it, but yeah, it's pretty much how I view things. It's just it really makes no sense to me. It does get annoying sometimes. Isn't it crazy though? Like me, I ain't got a car right now. I'm trying to save up to buy a car, but like it's crazy how you need a vehicle and you gotta wait so much fucking months just so you can get a car. Because one reason I want to get a car, so yes, of course, I get to work from point A to point B, but like the more so reason I want a car because I want to expand my horizons. I want to meet new people. I want to interact with different types of people in person. I want to explore different parts of different cities, different worlds. You know what I'm saying? I want to explore. I'm a free spirit. I like exploring shit. I love meeting new people. I want to try new things. But it's just kind of weird and kind of strange how like you have to work at a job you'd rather not be in, be a slave, tire yourself out, waste your time, and wait such a long ass time just so you could buy a car. And not even that, once you do have a car, you gotta worry about car insurance and all this other fucking crazy shit. Why are cars so expensive? Here's the thing. Human beings, we need vehicles. We need cars to get from point A to point B. According to this fucked up system, where this system dictates where if you make a certain amount of money, it dictates how you're gonna live because of what type of money they're gonna give you. And since the workforce is so important, why are cars so expensive? Human beings need cars to get from point A to point B, especially human beings with families. They gotta take their kids to school, they gotta pick up their kids, they gotta drop off their kids, there's their school buses, but still, it's still considered a fucking vehicle. Then they gotta get to work, they gotta hang out with friends, family, they gotta go to places, they gotta deal with certain meetings and all these obligations and shit, right? So why are cars so fucking expensive? You know how much it costs just to have a decent car? To average like what, 4 fucking thousand, 5,000? Why can't cars be like at least 1,000 or at least 800, 600, or at least $400 just for a decent fucking vehicle? But no, it costs 5,000, 3,000. That's a problem with this realm, with this fucking world. Everything you want, you have to wait. You have to go through so much bullshit just to get the things you want. Me, call me selfish, call me titled, I don't care. But like me, I'm the type of person where I want shit now. I want to make shit happen now. This is why all my life I've always struggled with finances because I don't have patience for bullshit. I want shit now. I want to get things done now. I want to get from point A to point B now. If I want to look nice going out, if I want to look a certain way, yes, I'm gonna use my money to buy nice clothes so I can look good, so I can feel good. Nice shoes, fucking. I like to order and buy books so I can read and educate myself. I like to fucking get haircuts every fucking week. I like to fucking have clean hygiene. I like nice furniture. I like wherever place I stay at. I like to have nice things. I like to have a nice couch, a nice bed, a nice carpet, a nice desk, a nice couch, this and that. But according to this fucking society, or if you work at an average job, you have to wait for so many fucking months and you have to sacrifice what you don't want to buy so you could save up in the long run. Like just for a fucked up, worn out car that barely works. And you got to pay so much money for fucking gas and it's already worn out and it's used too. The average used car is like 3K, 4K, 5K with a good engine. You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck we gotta pay that much? And these jobs, it pays us on average minimum wage. Minimum wage like $15 to $20 an hour. Even $20 an hour, that's not enough, bro. Like, come on, man. Like me, I don't got patience. This is why, of course, you gotta start your own business, this and that. But even then, if you start your own business, it takes so fucking long. And I know it seems like I'm bitching or I'm wanting this and that, but I'm just being real. Yes, I'm still working. Yes, I'm still pursuing my business. Yes, currently I am doing that. But at the same time, this shit does get annoying. See, I'm the type of person where like if I ever become successful, if I ever become rich, I'm still going to get pissed off the fact that like money controls us. I'm still gonna be pissed off the fact that I have to go through so much bullshit, so much dumbass obstacles and fucking mazes and roadblocks and waiting for a long time, sacrificing my energy just to work for these dumbass jobs and to put in so much work into my business just so I could buy a fucking car or like just the shit I need, to live a good life. I'm not saying you need a car to live a good life, but you kind of do because like, how else are you going to meet new people? How else are you going to travel around the world? How else are you going to expand your horizons? You can't do that without a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have a vehicle, what do you use the bus all day? Sometimes the bus don't work, but I'm talking about, of course, you want to be at a certain place whenever you want. You don't want to ask people for rides or wait for a certain bus. Even buses have curfews. They can only work for such a long time in these public areas. They close off like around 9 p.m., 10 p.m. It has a curfew. The car, you could go wherever you want, whenever you want. And that's a problem with this matrix. There's no right or wrong. But I'm just saying, like, it's just fucking retarded, man. Like, you got everything you want in this realm. You got to wait so fucking long. And it deals with like the basic human needs. If you're having a human experience, if you're in this timeline, you can't experience great romantic love. You can't experience abundance of money, or you could do whatever you want. You can't experience strong, close friendships where they have your back, you have their backs. You and your friends are very spiritually connected in that way. You can't also have nice shelter, um, healthy foods, healthy water, fucking liquids, so you can take care of your body. And I'm not sure if I mentioned a wife or a girlfriend, but like you need that too. These are the five, and there's more lists, but I forgot what they're called. I forgot the list, but like these are the basic human needs. I will consider family too, not you're creating your family. That too, but like your own personal family. Most likely people's families are so dysfunctional these days. At least mine is. So these are the seven basic human needs you need to fucking live a nice, fulfilling life. And if you replay back to what I just said, all of these should be a birthright. All of these, you should already automatically have these when you're born. But instead, we have to work damn near 90% of our lives so we can even experience that. And even then, you can't even experience that shit. You can make a lot of money, but you wasted half of your life. Or let's say if you get lucky, you make a lot of money, more than likely you're not satisfied with your romantic relationship. But if you are, then more than likely, you're not. There's always like a missing thing. It could be health. It could be your family situations. It could be current family situations. It could be money situations. It could be your relationship situations, right? Or your work and your job or your career situations. Yeah, some people are having success and abundance in all those areas and lists I mentioned. I'm talking about 90% of people, they're all struggling in either one or two or more of these lists I just mentioned. These seven lists I just mentioned. I'm struggling with that. I'm liking most of the lists over there. Other people are liking some of the lists over there. So you can't really experience the whole entire seven lists I just mentioned. You can't really experience that in this world. And if you do, it takes so much time. Two, you have to sacrifice so much and you have to waste half of your life to experience all this shit. And even then, it's still not guaranteed. I'm not saying don't give up. It's important to have faith, and that what makes life worth living. But you see how much bullshit you gotta go through and experience no matter what? That's the reason why I don't want to reincarnate, man. Because, like, there's so much dumb shit going on, bro. Like, I'm not with that. Again, this is where you get your soul contracts, you get your karma, this and that. But, like, should right now I'm talking shit from the human experience, but, like, um, Um, I'm thinking if I should talk to you from a spiritual perspective. Um, okay, I'll talk to you from a spiritual perspective, right? So let's get to it. Well, most of you guys watching, you guys probably don't know what the fuck I'm saying. It's alright. Um, just from a spiritual perspective, now, for my beliefs, what I learned from the spiritual channels and conscious community, this and that. You have spiritual perspectives for this shit, right? So I personally believe before you come down here as a human being, I personally believe either God or different spirits will assign you with different life situations so you can experience and overcome. This is why everyone has fucking problems to begin with. This is why everyone's got to go through some type of bullshit. Yes, it's the world's fault. It's the society's fault, but I feel like it's God's fault in a way too. It's the universe's fault because the universe is the one that's putting us in these fucking situations in the first place. And like this is where you get your karmic debt from. This is where you get your the laws of karma. Study astrology because astrology it pretty much predicts your life events pretty much. Just the fact that it does that, it shows that like we don't really have free will as a human being. Um, I would get more to depth about it, but I'm tired. I'm kind of tired out from these videos I'm making. I'll probably make it a different topic, but I'm still gonna go over. I'm just gonna be short, but it probably won't make any sense. Just the fact that you have astrology, fucking all this and that, right? Just the fact that time is speeding up, just the fact that like all this shit's going on, right? Like it's not a coincidence. I feel like the universe, I feel like everything we've experienced is predestined, and I have a problem with that. You know, like it really does bother me a lot. You know, but this is where you get your divine timing from. Again, your soul contracts is where you get stuck in certain timelines, this and that, where it seems like you can't manifest anything. You know, but where was I? But yeah, but just the fact that you're capable of creating karma or karmic depth, you know, and then it sets you up to either reincarnate or to create more worse scenarios by doing something bad or by making a mistake or creating more bad karmic depth or not learning the lessons you're supposed to learn as a human. And now you're forced to come back here to reincarnate. Like, I'm not with that. So, in a way, Earth it's kind of like a death trap in a way, you know? But, again, I'm tired. I know what I just said makes no sense, but I will go more into detail in the future. Pretty much done, and that's all I gotta say for this video. Also, another thing I want to mention, since money controls you, right? It's scientifically proven that like the average human being, they can feel physical pain around their body area and around their heart area, right? If they're not physically around other people, or if they're not, or if they haven't physically gotten a hug or had that physical interaction with other human beings, right? Especially like when it comes to love, like male, female, they make it love. When people, because you're having a lot of incels these days, right? Because of this fucking, because of the money system. We have a lot of incels because people aren't getting proper sex these days because the money system is fucking people over. And then the internet has a lot of access to bad shit. But still, though, like, just the fact that you need money like I mean, this is where you get your prostitutes, where you get your pimps, where people are paying for sex. There's a fact that we live in a world where we got to pay for sex, man. It's fucked up, man. Like it's fucking ridiculous, man. I'm not talking about the people that's doing that. I understand them. I get it because I'm talking about the corrupt fucking system where like you can't do shit without money. You can't go on dates without money. You can't meet certain women you desire without money. My opinion, that's one of the reasons why males and females they're always going back at it. They're always kind of like fighting each other, especially all over the internet, all over Twitter. You see, like they have something against one another. And my opinion is because of the fucking money system. The money system is forcing men to not have proper sex. Maybe even females. I'm not sure about females, but like, because obviously I'm not a female, I'm a male. But like, male, they're struggling to mate. They're struggling to reproduce. They're struggling to have sex because of the fucking money system. Again, I'm not. This is my opinion, and I feel like it's facts too. Love is important. It is a real thing, but like, I feel like money and love goes hand in hand. You can't experience love without money on both parties, on the male part and the female part. You can't just have love and not have a car. Then what? What y'all gonna do? How are you guys gonna meet up? How are you guys gonna hang out? You guys barely gonna see each other. How are you guys gonna eat? How are you guys gonna survive together? You know, you can't do that without money, especially without a car. How you supposed to hang out together? How you supposed to go on dates? This and that. You can't do it because why? You don't have money. You don't have the money. You ain't got a fucking car. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fucking ridiculous. Money. This is why there's a lot of divorces because more than likely it's because of money problems. You know, it's fucking crazy. Family systems fall apart because of money. Everything revolves around money. And sometimes not because people don't care, they're not making enough money, or they're not grinding hard enough. It's not that. Maybe because we're in a fucked up system that's not paying us the right amounts of money. Maybe that's a fucking problem. You know? And that's a huge issue. You know? There's no excuse for people to be single. There's no excuse for people. I mean, it's a good thing, but like for long periods of time, there's no excuse where people aren't getting proper like sex or like the romance is dying off, man. And my opinion is because of money. If the money system was balanced to the point where everyone they're getting their worth paid actually, where they're not, or either that or like let's say the average minimum wage is like fucking 60 $80 an hour, which it should be, or either that or we're not people don't or bills never existed and we're not allowed to pay for shelter like our own place to stay, our own car bills, food and water and clothing. If we don't have to pay for all that, then like I feel like there'll be a lot more love connections. I feel like there'll be a lot more healthier connections, and I feel like there'll be a lot more healthier families as well. Overall, society will be a lot more healthier. And again, I'm not talking about right now because I understand we're in a fucked up, weird, confusing, complex situation. I'm not saying I don't have answers to fix the situation. What I'm saying is, if there was no corruption, if there's no bullshit, if the money system was balanced, and there's no more third world countries, there's no more homeless people, this and that, the world got its shit together and everything was fixed. That's what I mean. Everything would be a lot better. But you see how powerful money is? I could be wrong, but this is my opinion. And I have nothing against money. I just have a problem with people controlling the money. But that's just how I view things. Sorry this is a long video, but I will make another topic. I'm tired. I'm out. If you're watching this, like, comment, subscribe, dislike. Comment down below about your solutions or how you think about this video. Let me know what you think. And thank you for watching. And I'm out. Peace.